Hello and welcome to Finestro Cycles by Nitin Bhandari. Today we'll start with usual stuff, but let's have a view on the Nifty first, then the rest of the things we'll cover. Because there is a lot of development on the Nifty as it is falling. So today I want to share something interesting here. That this today's low was the fifth day from this fall, and the simple parameter which I use for tracking that how much a market can fall from the latest cycle. So this is the latest cycle, and market has fallen. This is a 50% retracement from this low to this high, and that is 18,013. And today's low, if you see, that was below it, which was 17,986. So market has retraced between 50% and 61.8% in this last cycle. So this market from starting the low point, which is here, that is a 15,510 from 20th July low. This market currently is in 13th week, 1-3. And Indian market has a cycle of 20 weeks plus minus 5 weeks. So still there are 2 weeks left for a cycle low. So there are two interpretations to this. Number one, either this is a sub-cycle low and there will be another high in next, say, 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks. Maximum it should be 10 days. This rally should not last more than 10 days if it rallies from here at all. Or next 2 weeks it drops continuously to a low, which could be a low to the whole cycle retracement from this point to this point. But right now, what I'm sensing looking at today's market close, there's a one green light here that this low may be a temporary low, and there could be a start of another rally from here. Why I'm thinking so? So this is a one technology which I showed, that retracement is between these two zones and closing is almost at 38.2%. So it went below and it found support, and look at this candle. This candle is pretty higher and it closed uh 35, not 35.35, below the exact 38.2. So you can say that exactly it has closed at 38.2. Now just to unclutter this chart, let me delete this and now see further into this. So this is a midpoint. These crosses are the midpoint of the day. This is a midpoint. This is a midpoint here. So here the market closed below the midpoint, closed below the midpoint, closed at the midpoint, closed below the midpoint. Today, first time, the market has closed 50 points higher than the midpoint, closed higher than the previous day's close, and it has almost touched, I wouldn't say touched, but let's see what this close was. 239, and today's high is 234. So it has almost touched the close of a day before. What does this mean and what is the significance? So if this low looks like a temporary low, the market will rally sharply higher. So I gave 2 points for my justification that this market low is in. Another point, this is a pretty point. So today this market had to touch 17,936. That was the price target, and it came down almost 986. So by 50 points it failed to touch this, which means by the time and price didn't meet. So time meet but price didn't came here. This signifies that there is a big possibility that this low can be a temporary low and there will be a new cycle high or maybe a double top to this high. Number 4, look at this high. We drew a green line here. I deleted on last video because that was then done. But still that 18,088, it is acting as a smart level to keep in mind. So it has closed 70 points higher, 60 points higher from that high. So this line is also important. So my bias looking like this market wants to go higher. I have posted a table on Twitter or Telegram channel that what are the potential price targets intraday also and where it can go in the coming days. To nullify all these bullish view, market first thing should start moving below 18,088, should start moving below 17,800. Now this is our new line. So 17,800 is our new line for further bearishness. There is another important point. If you can see these lines here, there is a small green dotted line here, which I drew. That is a midpoint of these monthly lines. And market has found support exactly at the midpoint of this monthly line. And it started moving up. This is a weekly line. This is a weekly line. And here also the market may find a strong support zone. So with all these calculations in mind and all these parameters keeping in mind, my bias looks like that this could be a temporary bottom here and the market may rally for some days. I'm not extremely bullish at these levels, but I'm seeing that there is a possibility. There is a fair chance that these candles are suggesting that something is cooking up. Now we further dissect it and see a hourly candle and see what is the volume telling us. That is another important parameter we should keep in mind. So this is a hourly candle and this was a morning volume here. This was a morning volume which was huge. After these, there was another follow-up volume. This volume dried up here in middle of the day. There was nothing. And look at this candle. This candle again, the volume surged up. So it has not exactly this much, but it came to the level. And this candle is somebody tried to force it down, but it bounced off and it moved up. So now a very quick intraday target, what it can be for tomorrow, that could be from this low to this low and project it from here. So that is a 18,335. That's the intraday target I posted also on the social media and Telegram channel. Now coming back to the daily. So what is the conclusion? It looks like to me that this could be a temporary bottom. Once it starts moving below this point, which is 18,088 and 17,805, this cycle is bearish for at least 2 to 5 weeks. So keep both the ideas open. Bias is temporary bottom, but this fall may continue. Now there is another important thing. Next 2 days, there is no aspects. There is no aspect of moon to when Indian market is trading. So tomorrow, let's put 26th November, and 26th November, if I see the moon is independent, it is not making any aspect at the 9 a.m. opening time. 9 a.m. opening time, it will be having a trine with the sun, a good aspect, but that will be over by the time market opens. So after that, it is free. There is nothing, and moon will be in the sign of Cancer. The sign of Cancer is a fertile sign. It is not barren sign. Usually, market tries to keep bullish stand during these time. if the moon is not making any bad aspect. So moon is not making any bad aspect at 3 p.m. Also, the moon is not making any aspect. This is for tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, moon will be making aspect to the Neptune and making a square to Mercury. So that may lead to a volatility on Wednesday, not tomorrow. So this is a astrological correlation with what is looking in the chart of the Nifty. Sorry, this is HDFC Bank has popped up. So looking at the chart of Nifty and the cycles where it is falling and how it is culminating. Now keep these two dates also in mind. We have drew these lines. So keep these 2 days, 27th October and 28th October. These two dates are again a reversal date. So we have a price target for the upside as much as 19,200 by 8th of November. This is a possible target. So let's see how it works and how it unfolds. So this is all for Nifty. Now we start with our usual stuff with the Axis Bank. Okay, so Axis Bank here. Oh, it is Asian Paint, not the Axis Bank. So it has popped up. So let's see that. So look at this again, this monthly line here, the importance of monthly line, and it bounced off from there. It has closed above this Uranus price line, which is 29.28. The stochastics are into bearish zone. It is not a good story looks like right now, but once it starts moving above 29.25, I think it has a potential for a rally to the maybe midpoint, which is 31.50 or so. But until then, there is a problem. There will be a lot of selling or resistance at 29.50 zone. Look at these candles here. So this is for Asian Paints. Now we move to Axis Bank. So Axis Bank target was 855, which I've been mentioning for long time. Last video also I suggested that my bias continues to be bullish on the Axis Bank, and it moved sharply up. Now again, tomorrow is a result day for Axis Bank, so be careful uh, for this stock when you are trading it. We have seen that these lines, when it breaches and the market starts holding on these lines instead of resistance, they become a supporting line and market climbs with these lines. So keep this in mind. And today's move was huge in the Axis Bank, and look at the volume here. The volume is also equally huge. So we are in the result season, we are in the monthly option expiry. So there will be a lot of position churning. There will be a lot of intraday moves in the stock because they pump it to buy or sell one contract and then they dump it in the other contract. So that's how it works. Bajaj Auto, the warning sign between floating between these two lines, this high here, it couldn't sustain, again fell down today, it went below, and now this is a dangerous now. So it could fall further to 3660 or maybe 3640. The stochastics are telling me that it has a potential for a further downside move. This is for Bajaj Auto. With the Bajaj, there is another thing came in my mind, which is Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv. I have not touched these charts for a long time, but they are important because they are also highly inflated charts. I don't say inflated in the sense that uh, that they are overvalued or undervalued. I said because it has rallied relentlessly one way. Like other stocks, what has happened, like kind of IRCTCs and others, the people have got caught at the high level, and now it is beyond anybody's understanding that what is happening to that. So these are the two stocks I would like to see today. So one is Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv. So this is a Bajaj Finserv. Let's see. Okay, the datas are loading. Yeah. So here you go. So let me put my template here. and see what is happening to the this is a Bajaj Finserv. Oh, this is a Bajaj Finance. So here again, oh, this chart looks very complicated here. But if I make it simpler and if I change my parameters and if I remove the Sun in Scorpio thing here and if I put the 90° to 360°, so then the chart looks a little uncluttered. And here you can see now that there was a huge move in the Bajaj Finance from 7800 down to 7300 today. And then again, it somehow managed to close above the weekly Gann trend change point. This is interesting. If it breaks below 73.30, this was a double bottom. You can see here 73.60 and 73.30. So this looks like a double bottom, but if it breaks, then this could have a sharp move like this. To my mind, this was a double top, failure of double top. These all candles suggesting me a sell-off. These all six candles are suggesting me sell-off. So smart money is moving out of this stock for time being. The other one is Bajaj Finserv. So it was also similar to the Bajaj Finance. Look at here. This was a double top. People have got caught here at the highest level. And look at this huge candle. And this is below the weekly trend change point, which is 18,340. This stock looks in trouble because of, look at the move it is. Now this candle has this monthly line, it has been kissed and now it has turned down. So this could be a rope for a downward move for this one. How much it can go down, we'll see later. But right now it looks like there is something wrong in this stock. Something is cooking up. Watch 18,175 for further direction. To me, this looks into trouble. And this is a hourly chart, by the way. I have not checked. Now I'm put the daily chart that would give the real picture. Ooh. So now you can see I don't need to say anything. This is the level. What you should do below it, you know now. 17,935 for tomorrow. 17,970 for day after tomorrow. Look at the stochastics. This looks in trouble to me. So this is a unusual. I just picked up because Bajaj Auto came and there I got some request for somebody, so I thought let's pull it up. Bank of Baroda, our target has met 100 psychological level. It has found a resistance there. It has found a selling pressure there, and there is a little bit divergence here. Little bit divergence on the stochastic. That prices are making a new high, but stochastics are not. Now there is another possibility on the upside. This stock has breached the 138% retracement expansion, not the retracement, and now it has also breached these pretty points before the time. Our time is way, I think, month end and first week of November for these 104 and all these price targets. So this candle looks scary. This candle looks scary. These are a topish candle, and it has closed at the lower end of the 138.2 expansion line. So I will watch it tomorrow for further move above 97.90, or on the lower side I'll see what happens to 90 to 60. Again, repeating myself, this is expiry, monthly expiry week, and there will be a lot of churning on all these stocks. Bank Nifty, how was it? Superb move. If somebody would have followed these 38,400 and looking at today's point, what was the high? 41,000, 38. So almost non-stop 3,000 move just like that. And this was after a long time. The first was 37,200, which is 4,000 points more. So that's how you, again, here the profit booking and management of the profit is important than the having a view or trading. So if you would have traded here and just set tight, you would be deep in the money. Now you wouldn't be closing the position until it goes back 33% of your profit, which is maybe 1,000 points now. So what now? It is reaching a point, but still there is a juice on the upside. So I'm not giving up here. Maybe I'll wait for a drop below 40,385. This is a new line, or maybe this is a new line 40,000 round off and below. Until then, I'll see that how much more juice is there in this indices. So the view remains same. We'll see the hourly chart to understand better. So if I put the 60-minute chart, that will give us understanding that what is happening on the hourly and what is the potential for tomorrow. So hourly charts are suggesting me that uh, yeah, it has cooled off, which is a better. So I would wait 40,600 for further direction, or maybe look at these zone here. If you see these candles here, these are all accumulation candle, and this is a breakout. So I will wait maybe 39,978, which is the same on the daily chart. Bharti Airtel, it is troubling. It is troubling, and it has hit the monthly level 678 today, which completes this cycle. It hit. Uh, this is not monthly. Sorry, this is a weekly. So the monthly will be here. So monthly is a much lower here. So it has hit the weekly, and now today again it is curling down. This is a bit of danger to this market, this stock especially. So what can happen if it starts cracking down? So let's see and draw a line, and we'll be able to understand that what is a potential downside target if it starts cracking down on the downside. The stochastics are into neutral zone. This is a Bharti's daily chart. Stochastics are in the neutral zone. There is a lot of distribution or accumulation at these zone. Look at these candles, all of these. So if it starts cracking down, how much it can fall and where it can go down. So we'll see that. So we'll draw a line from here to here and see how much it can go down if it really wants to go down. So 640 is the possible thing. But before that, this hurdle is there, which is a monthly hurdle. Look at this dotted line, which is 669. So keep a low 670 and below. If it starts moving, then it is in trouble. But keep 709, 705 also in the mind. And once it starts moving up, our targets are much higher. So keep both the sides open for this. Though this technical indicator has into neutral and is into neutral, and tomorrow if further fall, that will enter into bearish zone. That's the exit criteria right now for Bharti Long. Britannia is struggling at important line 36.45. Yesterday's low, previous day lows of 36.45, 36.50. Still, it is making lower lows. It is closing at the lower level, but then look at the stochastics. So maybe I would like to see it to fall to 3,400 or so. That would be the perfect entry point for this stock. So now we come to the Dr. Reddy again. Dr. Reddy today came into radar, but it has bounced off nicely. The technical indicators have curled up. And just now I mentioned that what can happen to the farm. Neptune is active on the Wednesday. So that is a ruler of pharmaceuticals and chemicals and crude oil and whatnot. Watch crude oil on that day, on when Venus Neptune is there. That's my research on the crude oil with the Neptune. So I think that would be the day for a crude oil. HDFC Bank, it dropped. It went all the way down. So day before yesterday also I mentioned that this is a trouble. This could be a serious trouble if it drops below. So as it broke 1660, it went all the way down to 1615. and it recovered all everything up. So to me, I'm not giving up on this stock. I still feel there is a possibility on the upside on this stock. So if the bank nifty continues a rally, this is the stock can lead the rally further upside, the last leg upside. HDFC, my bias was that it looks like it is bullish. It wants to go up, and it is trying to move up, but it is getting sold off at the higher level. So I think convincingly moving above 29-28 will take it to the 3095 or maybe 3200. A move back below 2850 or maybe 2740 will lead it to a free fall. So watch this. HDFC Life, as I said, structure doesn't look good. It is getting sold off every day. There is something wrong in the overall structure of HDFC Life. So maybe, as I said, the fall is not very much, not a severe fall with respect to the other stocks. So it may spend some time before taking off again. Hero Moto, the day it closed below this line, that was the first warning sign. Now you understand that what is the importance of these lines. So that is a warning sign, and now it wants to go further lower. So maybe 2640, 2650. Once it starts moving back about 2750 or even 2730, this will again resume uptrend. Today, midday, I posted for the Unilever to go long around 2720 level, and it closed at 2740. It already moved 20 rupees. It looks good to me. I think it has reached all the targets and it has consolidated enough. It has made a perfect looping pattern for low. So I think it wants to go higher. On the downside, there is a potential for 2330. This is a double top zone. So that could be this is not a trading stock. It is a more of investment idea. But even though you can trade it with the tight stop losses. ICICI. So what to say? 100 rupees in a day. So huge gap. This is a new uncharted territory for this stock. The only concern is it has moved to the monthly line, but the trend is sharply up right now. And I would think that it may not come down easily now because it's uncharted, it's a new territory. So maybe on the longer term chart, we have to see how much it can go. If you are long this stock at 805, 705, sorry, now I missed completely. So that is the first when we entered this stock at the Mars line at 705, 703 zone. So 150 rupees in less than 50 sessions. Superb move. If you are long, trail it the way I taught in the previous video. IndusInd Bank, this could be new ICICI. I think as long as it is holding above this line 1150, I think it has a potential for a upside. The results are out tomorrow. This stock is notorious for huge moves in the result season. So don't play outright, play with the options if you want to play. A move above 1185 will take it higher to 1315 or so. Infosys, same story. I think it wants to go lower. The time wise, the time and price was 1695. It has breached the price before the time, which is a bit of concern for the longs. So be careful on this. ITC, look at this today. What has happened? 232 exact level I mentioned. So this looks like a good buy. BUY buy, not BYE buy. So good buy at this level, around 230 is a stop loss. Below it, it has a further downside. But looks like that it wants to go higher. Today's candle is pretty good. A move back above 237 will sharp rally. So keep either you buy, if you want to buy, you buy here or maybe buy here and then put a stop loss depending on your risk appetite. Kotak Bank, again, it is result tomorrow, I think tomorrow or this week. Uh, so be careful. It is also notorious for 100, 200 rupees moves. It has already moved 500 rupees from the low in this last few sessions. So keep in mind that this result could be surprising. Larson looks like it wants to go higher again. Stochastics are into neutral zone. A stop loss will be below 1730. Lupin, I think I mentioned day before that it wants to touch this line 900 and today's low was 900. Oh, 890, 840. Superb. And this is a ruling planet line 8 900. Now it has gone to this. Once it starts moving up, now these lines are supporting, so this will start climbing the ladder on the upside. Maruti, did I mention around here that this is a dangerous now? It has a problem and it is having a problem now. So manage your position on the short side if you are short. Watch these levels 7300, 7400. These are the reversal. McDowell continues to be lower. Stochastics are down. Maybe it will try and breach 700, 800 level, and then we'll see how it behaves. Nifty we already covered. This is a new stock, I think RBL Bank, which came into my radar. Why it came? Because it has broken 200, the psychological mark. So again 100, 150, 200, these are important levels, and this is a breakout. After consolidation, it has broken this high. So as long as above this 360-degree Mars line, which is 200, and this high of 198, it has a potential for upside. Look at the stochastics, a lot of juice on the upside, maybe 220, 228. Below 195, it goes for a toss. Reliance, you know that whether it is a result or not result, my view was clear. It was getting distributed at these levels. Now there will be time when it come down, and then once you see the accumulation, that is the time to buy. It has managed somehow to close above the weekly trend change point. So let's see how it behaves tomorrow. 2625 and above, again there is upside. Below it, possible target should be somewhere here, which is 2470 or maybe down to 2360. But keep in mind, this is Nifty 50 heavyweight stock, so keep this in mind. Keep that on both the side. Keep open. SBI, I think I mentioned on the last video that it wants to go higher. It is ready to move higher, and I think it has moved now. So again, these all banking stocks or the heavyweights, they have the results in this week. So be careful on these stocks, all of these stocks, and look at this here. It is walking with the monthly Gann trend change point, and it is holding now. This is acting as a rope, and market the stock is climbing with the help of this monthly level. So what to do in this? Below 484 or maybe this line 475, it is in trouble. Looks like the stochastics are curling down. So tomorrow is the day to decide on this stock. Either if it is a it has to move, it will move tomorrow only. So after SBI, we'll take another one, which is did I mention about Tata Power earlier? This candle. Now you see that what is the power of these candles? Huge candle with the volume. Stock is gone. It has dropped almost 20 to 10%. Tata is still the same story. It has reached the levels, but still there is a downside possibility to 1220. TCS. So still, is it possible to go 3320? But looks like it is tired now on the downside. So maybe it will hold the Mars line and then it will start rallying. So 3447 is the level to buy this for the upside if it has to move, and if the Nifty is going to go sharply higher as mentioned in the starting of the video. So that is a possibility. These are the stocks. That's how you pick the stocks, that which stocks will lead the Nifty. So even the Nifty falls or not falls, or even the Nifty rallies or doesn't rally, you have a potential that you may be outperforming the index. So that's how I pick my stocks and avoid the index. So stocks, you can have a better view and better results in when you're trading, especially. Of course, Nifty is also, we caught at the top, and now we are trying to catch the bottom again for the short term cycle. But still, it is not out of the woods. Still, there is a danger for downside. So I have to give you the both the what is both the possibilities and probabilities what can happen. And I remember, I think I discussed the gold on the last video. What has happened to gold? Let's see. So gold. I don't have a chart ready for the gold. So anyways, that's fine. It's here, XAU. Yeah. So what has happened to the gold? Is that rallied further from yesterday? No, this was not a chart. Okay, leave it for time being. So enough for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your nice comments. I'm overwhelmed with the lot of nice comments you guys put for the all these knowledge I'm sharing. So glad to share. Will try to put as much as I can give. So take this knowledge as an extra edge for your trading and enjoy it. Happy trading. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thank you once again.